The Letter of King Kozoman.
Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Pomegranate, the great King Kozoman went for a walk with his son, Prince Farin, and his advisor, Rayan. The prince told them of a beautiful girl he had met the year before, Princess Nadine. She is the daughter of King Ned, in the kingdom of Aubergine. Advisor Rayan said to King Kozoman, "She would make a wonderful match for your son." King Kozoman never did anything without Rayan's advice. When they returned to the palace, the king asked Rayan what he should do next. Rayan suggested writing a letter to the king of Aubergine, asking if Princess Nadine would marry Prince Farin in a beautiful ceremony 2 years from that day. The king agreed. When the letter was complete, the advisor Rayan gave it to the fastest runner in the kingdom to deliver it. The runner took the letter and ran as fast as he could. Day followed night and night followed day as he ran through the hot desert. But after a few days, he was tired from the journey and the heat of the sun. The messenger stopped to rest for a while, but when he woke up, the letter was gone. He could not find it anywhere, and feared the wind had blown it away. He knew he would be punished if he returned to King Kozoman without an answer from King Ned, so he disappeared. To this day, no one knows where he went. King Kozoman waited for days and weeks and months, but the runner never returned. Finally, Rayan suggested that the king write the letter again. The king was frustrated, but agreed. Advisor Rayan recommended his strongest knight for the mission. Day followed night and night followed day, and on his way, the knight passed through mountains, valleys and plains. His chivalry and bravery enabled him to overcome many obstacles. But one day, his horse stumbled and fell. Its leg was hurt and it could no longer carry the strong knight. Without his horse, the knight could no longer travel far or overcome obstacles. The knight could not bear to disappoint his king, so he vowed never to return to the kingdom of Pomegranate. The king waited for days and weeks and months, but the knight never came back. This time, Advisor Rayan convinced the king to write the letter once more and send it with a homing pigeon. He promised that the pigeon would fly straight to the kingdom of Aubergine and return quickly with a reply from King Ned. King Kozoman was suspicious, but he still agreed. They tied the letter to the pigeon's foot and sent her on her way. Day followed night and night followed day, and the pigeon passed through thunder, clouds, and rain. But one day, a hawk saw the pigeon and chased her down. The pigeon escaped, but injured her wing. The poor thing couldn't fly anymore and never returned to King Kozoman. King Kozoman was now very angry that none of his messages had been delivered. He blamed Advisor Rayan for his troubles and had him taken away. Once his advisor was gone, the king knew what he had to do. It was time to go to Aubergine himself. Prince Farin would watch over the kingdom while he was away. The king gathered a huge army and marched towards King Ned. Day followed night and night followed day, and on his way, the king and his army faced jungle monsters and bandits. They overcame many enemies. At last, King Kozoman arrived in the kingdom of Aubergine. "I am here to ask about your beautiful daughter," King Kozoman asked King Ned. "Would she marry my son and join our wonderful kingdoms?" But King Ned held up his hand. "She cannot marry your son," King Ned replied. "She is already married and has 6 beautiful babies." King Kozoman was crushed to learn his journey had been a failure. He thought deeply about how to prevent such a thing from ever happening when his son became king. When he realized how to help his son, he raced home as fast as he could. The people cheered his return, grateful to have their king home again after such a long journey. The next day, King Kozoman took Prince Farin for a walk to share the news about Princess Nadine. But he also had something important to say to his son. Farin, he said, I have learned something important through this experience, that you must remember when you become king. If you want something done, you must do it yourself.